What's up, everyone? Welcome back to this channel. Today's going to be a bit of a different video because we will not have any gameplay today, but I'm here to tell you about Duel Commander, a format that's been played in paper for ages, but now has made its way to MTGO thanks to, the MTGO team reaching out to the Duel Commander committee, and they basically said, why not work together on this one? Magic Online is an awesome platform, and why not bring the game there? So, what is Duel Commander? Basically, Commander as a format is extremely popular. The whole one-of aspect, you don't have to update your deck that often, and when you do, it's like a couple of cards, ready to play, always refreshing gameplay. You can play different strategies, all of that stuff we know from normal Commander being extremely popular. So what makes this different? This has an emphasis on being very, very competitive. With the starting life of 20, you play best of 3. There's no commander damage. There is a pretty extensive ban list, I would say. So you will have to look into which are banned as a commander and which are banned in the actual deck as well. Then there's some cheeky rule where you can swap commander between games as long as it's still, sets up your color requirements. Then there's the fact about partner commanders and backgrounds, where you can only cast one of those commander per game, but if you have a commander duo, you still get to play cards of all of those colors. The format is now live on Magic Online by the time of this recording. You can play leagues on Magic Online. That's awesome. I'll do that in the future for sure. I'm personally looking forward to this format being enough popular that they can introduce one or two challenges on the weekend. That's basically what I'm hoping for. If we can take a little bit of a look at the ban list, let's see here. Banned as a commander. So that means you can actually play these cards in your deck. So you have like the Eminence cards here, like the Vampire and the Cat, I assume. Yeah, Erebos and Edgar should be somewhere. I guess that card is just banned in general, so it's not on this list. It's banned entirely. Oh, I guess it's here. Okay. So basically, we have a bunch of cards that would simply be too strong to play out. Like a Johnny, every turn 2 is going to be too strong. Nadu, turn 3 would be too strong. Minskenbu, turn 4 apparently would be too strong. There's stuff like Taziger. Taziger is a cool one. It's been on the ban list forever. But let me just talk you through it. So Taziger is a black creature, but it has a blue and green activated ability. So that means you would then be eligible to play Sultai. Rofello's turn 2, mono green, always mega, have like 6 mana, turn 3, too strong. Then there's Rafine, a card that you recently got banned, rather. It was basically an Esper aggro control deck. And in my experience, I believe that strategy is historically the best in the format. So whenever there's some kind of blue deck that can also put pressure on the opponent early and often, and kind of spiral some kind of advantage, that deck will sit on top of the food chain. So in the past, that's been different, partner decks. Obviously, we have cards like Ragavan banned. That's simply too strong. Then Circle Bellstriker even got banned, like as a poor man's Ragavan. So basically, the committee behind this format are doing an extensive job making sure that no deck is incredibly dominating. I think at the moment, Cameo is the most played commander in the format, and let's see where that takes us, right? Because once you start league play, etc., then stuff can happen with the percentages. If you only have it as a paper tournament, the metagame is not going to shift as much. So let's just look at the fully banned list briefly here before I announce the giveaway that some of you are here for. So on this, we basically have a bunch of vintage cards, and then we have cards like 5 mana Time Walk. So I'm an outsider here. I played the format 5 years ago. I won a somewhat small nationals here in Denmark. I played a lot of 1v1 Commander back in the day. I feel like I was very good at that on Magic Online. So figuring out these formats is going to be a cool task for me for sure. But just looking at the deck lists, I'm not too sure which decks would run 5 mana Time Walks and be way much better. Like, I can understand stuff like the One Ring, that would be in any deck. That's Oracle ending the game on the spot. Like, I can understand those things and the free commander cards like Deadly Rollick, Deflecting Squad, and yeah, I can't remember the name of the last one. Fierce Guardianship, there it is. Flawless Maneuver, probably one of those as well. Like, Turn 1 Ragavan is a bit obscene. Getting Wastelanded with all of the ways to recur it, yeah, no thanks. The Tutors, Moxen, like all the vintage cards. I get that, but occasionally you have cards like 5-mana Time Walk. Maybe that wouldn't be that bad. But who am I to say that? I'm not an expert. I haven't played any games in the format yet. But I'm excited to do so. I think this format is exactly what you want if you like Vintage Cube. Then you like old cards combined with new cards. If you like to be able to innovate, this is definitely the format for you. Come on now, we have 100 card decks. No decks are going to be, you know, quote unquote optimal. So I think this is just an awesome format. I will say it does require an immense amount of cards, so I guess I should sponsor it. You should consider ManaTraders in order to have access to everything. If you are interested in ManaTraders, feel free to reach out and ask about their services. I've used them for, I don't know, 5-6 years, and it's just awesome. A click of the mouse and you have the decks you need. So if you play enough Magic, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, I'm just incredibly excited to start playing this format. I hope that it will be a format in the MTGO Creator Program for one of the showcases. I hope it will be a format on ManaTraders some month. But until then, before the challenges, before the ManaTraders, before the MTGO Creator Program implements that, we have to play the leagues, and that's awesome as well. Also, I have scheduled a nice boss battle, so that will be out this week as well. For the giveaway, I basically want you to say which commander you're most excited to work around. So just put that in the YouTube comment. You're automatically in the raffle. Obviously, if you follow the channel, that would be a bonus. But I'm never going to ask anybody to follow my channel, so I try and make the work speak for itself, and then see where that takes me. All right, I don't think I can tell you any more about this dual commander thing. I'm incredibly excited to start playing. My biggest, if I were to sell the format in an elevator pitch, it would be play with old cards, play with new cards, best of 3, competitive setting, aggro's viable, control is viable, combo's viable. Let's get to play some commander together. I hope to see you guys in the queues. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you next time.